I know the law, Phil. I know the law too well.
Then you ought to know that there ain't no way to beat the law. White folks live by it and niggas die by it.
Breaking news just coming in. Patriots wide receiver Stefon Diggs is facing charges accused of strangulation and assault. According to court paperwork, the incident happened December 2nd. Today in Dedham District Court, his lawyers are fighting to have that police report impounded. We'll let you know what the judge decides. Diggs is expected to be arraigned January 23rd.
It's Focus Connect back in the building. And man, Stefon Diggs, we gotta watch out, man. He got too many different allegations coming up on his name. He's been shined in a negative light on many different occasions. And right now, Stefon Diggs is going through a situation with his chef to where he's supposed to put hands on this young lady. Stefon Diggs got to walk light. Yeah, and then I see other things about Stefon Diggs where he had the guy that was saying Stefon Diggs tried to take advantage of him. And then Stefon Diggs ended up filing a lawsuit against a reality star, Milan Hernandez, saying that she was trying to extort him and some other charges. But man, Stefon Diggs got to realize his name staying in the headlines too much with negativity attached to his name. Because you got to understand, when you in these NFL franchises, that entity is not very lenient to certain allegations. But the good part about Stefon Diggs is the fact that they are backing him right now. They've made a statement saying that, you know, they're riding with Stefon Diggs because at this point, they really don't have any facts. So it works in their best interest because Stefon Diggs helped them reach 13-3 this year. He's achieved 970 yards for the season. He's only 30 yards away from reaching that 1,000, and he'll be the first person that have done that since 2019 for the Patriots. So Stefon Diggs has to realize where he is, who he is, and where he's at mentally. Maybe he needs some counseling. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to put no guilt on Stefon Diggs, but you got to realize when a lot of people know that you already have different allegations attached to their name, they know if they bring up charges on you, that more than likely people will believe that. So Stefon Diggs got to look at this. You just signed a 3-year deal, $69 million with like $26 million guaranteed. So you have to honor your obligations to that deal. Then he just came back from an ACL tear and came back and had a illustrious season like this. Mentally, we have to be in control of our emotions. Because I'm just speaking in general on this, not saying he did it or not saying he didn't. But mentally, we have to be in control of our emotions. We have to be in control of our reactions. And just because a person make you mad or do something you don't like, that doesn't mean you have the right to put your hands on them. That doesn't mean you have the right to disrespect them. It will work out in your best interest to just walk away from situations like that, because it takes two fools to argue. When I look at Stefon Diggs and when I look at he could possibly take this team to win a Super Bowl, it crossed my mind to think of all of this, how big sports betting have got right now, and the motives that some people may have to bring these allegations up to get in control of what happened within this playoff season. And also, you may have people trying to stop Stefon Diggs from reaching this record of 1,000 yards. I don't trust anything in this day and time, especially when people come up on allegations and you're being accused of certain things. But Stefon Diggs have to really realize who he is. He have to understand that he have a certain energy and an aura that's following him, and it would be in his best interest that if he's around anyone, he needs to have a witness there. I don't think Stefon Diggs is in a position that he should be alone with anybody but Cardi B, because at this point we see that people are trying to take him down. And when I think about these referees being arrested for all these point spreads and point shaving, and then I see these coaches being arrested, it looked like it's a lot of people that are manipulating the outcomes of these games and the outcomes of circumstances when it comes down to these professional players. My mind automatically went to who gains from this. Because even though if Stefon Diggs did do this, he should be held accountable. But something's telling me that the plot thickens. And that's just my personal opinion. Maybe I could be proved wrong. You know what I'm saying? My word ain't law because I wasn't there. But I'm just giving y'all some insight to pay attention to the things that's been happening within these sports lately. A lot of things have been coming to the light since we've been privy to information with this internet. All I can see is someone trying to stop the Patriots from winning a championship. All I see is someone that's involved with sports betting. They know that Stefon Diggs being there to play throughout the rest of this season will probably get in the way of their ambitions. And then I also look at these referees and coaches and the people that could have sent this girl to file these claims. Because to me, if the NFL is backing Stefon Diggs, and I know they're serving their own self-interest because what it would do for the franchise with him being there, with them winning another championship and everything like this. So I get it that they would back him, but 9 times out of 10, an NFL team is not going to back you if it's any credence to what these people are saying. If it's any credibility to what this girl is saying, that they could just straight up look at the situation and see some bruises on her or see something that lets them know he did this, then that team would not be backing him. It got me looking at this situation as if it got something to do with either their sports betting stuff, either it got something to do with another team trying to destroy him, or he could have been dealing with that lady, if you know what I mean, and she got upset. But I can't see a reason why Stefon Diggs would assault this lady just for asking for some extra money. Now, I know, these football players, they take a lot of hits, and a lot of times they have brain damage and things go on with them mentally that we don't know till later on down the line. And a lot of things get covered up because these teams only are thinking about winning. They're not concerned about these players mentally, physically, of none of that. The only time they really care is when it's going to affect their bottom line. And right now, it works out in the Patriots' benefit for Stefon Diggs to be there for the rest of this season. The key thing about this is that he goes up for arraignment, I think it's 2 days before the AFC game or the playoffs. It's something important going on 2 days after their arraignment. And that's what's making me say, who would gain from this? And if he goes and get arraigned and anything is brought up to where he looks slightly guilty, 9 times out of 10, the Patriots are going to bench him. We have to think, people, who stands to gain from Stefon Diggs not playing the rest of this season? I'm out.